This is the last two questions of the take-home practice quiz. Taking a look here, we're dealing with three lines, 1, 2, 3. We're going to be finding the slope. So let's start by making a slope template for each of them. That's for line 1, line 2, line 3. Let's do line number 1. Y minus y over x minus x. 4 minus negative 8, that's a double negative makes a positive, so that's 12 over double negative makes a positive 4, so that's going to equal 3 over 1. Y minus y over x minus x, that's going to be negative 6 over negative 2, which is positive 3 over 1 for line number 2. Line number 3. Double negative makes a positive. That's going to be positive 4 over negative 12. That is negative 1/3. So lines number 1 and 2 are the same, so they're parallel. Lines number 1 and 3 are opposite reciprocals, or perpendicular, and 2 and 3 are also perpendicular. Taking a look at number 14. I'm going to give lots of space for this one. Taking a look at 14. It says, consider y equals 7/3 x plus 4. Find the equation of a line that is parallel to this line and passes through this point. Find the equation of a line that's perpendicular to this line and passes through the same point. So we're going to have two equations, a parallel equation and a perpendicular equation. For parallel, slope equals slope. Perpendicular, slope times slope equals -1. Our given slope is 7/3. So our parallel slope that we want to work with is also going to be 7/3. Our perpendicular slope is the opposite reciprocal. And we're passing each time through this point, -7, -4. So in this case, our slope is the 7/3 for parallel. For perpendicular, our slope is going to be -3/7. And then our x and y point, x on the left is going to be -7, y is -4, x here also -7, and y is -4. Equal sign plus b, equal sign plus b. Our goal is to solve for the y-intercept for both. Now we're going to finish on the right-hand side. It's a little bit easier because that translates into a whole number. So for perpendicular, the perpendicular equation is going wrong perpendicular. Going this way, the perpendicular equation is going to be y equals -3/7 x minus 7. That's the perpendicular equation with those two given parameters. Parallel takes a little bit more work because we have fractions, so we're going to pop our whole numbers over 1. Our lowest common denominator here is going to be 3. Arrow in, arrow out. That's 3b now. Arrow in, arrow out. 3 goes into 3 one time, so that's going to be -49. Arrow in from this last one, arrow out. -12. We end up with b equals 37/3. So our parallel equation is going to be y equals the parallel slope, 7/3 x plus 37/3. Most of you are a little uncomfortable with those fractions. You're welcome to double check the answers, which are right there.